Hello and welcome to another Tribal Wars video. This week it is Modern Tribal Wars and it is almost Christmas. Or it was recently Christmas, depending on how much procrastinating I do on editing the video. So in that spirit I'm playing a Burning Vengeance Haakon Storm God Scourge deck because, you know, Christmas makes you think of zombie nights and revenge. Anyway, so the idea of the deck is Haakon, you can only cast it from your graveyard, but when it's in play, you can cast night cards from your graveyard. And Burning Vengeance, whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, it deals 2 damage to any target. So we have to get things into the graveyard. We've got Thought Scour, which is very cheap. Charter Course, draw 2, discard unless you attack the creature this turn. So you can choose whether, if I've got a Haakon in my hand, I can use it as a discard outlet, and if not, I can just use it as a draw 2 and ransack the lab. Look at the top 3 of your library, put one into your hand and the rest of your graveyard, and then Olivia, Mobilize for War. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you can discard a card, so give it +1/+1 counter and haste. For the Knight contingent, we've got Falmire Knight. It's just a cheap thing to trade, or you can draw a card later in the game. Black Lance Paragon, Death Touch and Lifelink Flash, which is nice. Sort of like a removal spell. Order of Midnight. If I'm not got Haakon going on, I can still use this to get things back from my graveyard. And it's just a flying creature that can't block. And then Midnight Reaper. Just good when you're trading off with Falmire Knights and Black Knights Paragons and whatever. And also Court Hussar. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Sacrifice it unless white was spent to cast. I don't have any white, so this is just a look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one in your hand and the rest in the bottom. But it is good with Haakon because you cast it, you get to draw a card essentially. Well, grab one of the top 3 cards and then it just goes straight back to your graveyard to be used with Haakon again. Rounding things out, we've got Nameless Inversion as a removal spell. It also works with Haakon because it is a knight. Raven's Crime, target player discards with Retrace, so you can cast it from your graveyard by discarding a land. Just another way to trigger Burning Vengeance. And good old Faithful Push as removal. Also there's a Desolate Lighthouse in the mana base to draw and discard. And that is a deck. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are for round 1 versus Nai Deathes. I am on the draw with pretty clunky hand, 5 lands and 2/3 drops. I haven't got a Haakon to actually trigger the Burning Vengeance, so let's just mulligan this. Let's mulligan on this no-lander. Okay, this could work. I guess for this hand to work, I probably do need to get a Haakon into the graveyard, so I can start using Nameless Inversion over and over again. So I will keep one of them despite not having a discard outlet right now. Let's just go rid of the Bloodstained Mire. Okay, this looks like an aggressive deck. Hey, got War 3 Grave there. Oh. Well, that's pretty funny because if the Goblin Guide hadn't drawn me that War 3 Grave, this Thought Scout would have put Haakon into my graveyard. Which would be much more useful for me. So this is looking very much like goblins. Oh my night. draw the Order of Midnight. Well, yeah, I guess we just have to name this inversion the Goblin Guide this turn. Charter Course, okay, so that can get a Haakon into my graveyard. Warren Instigator. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, you put a Goblin creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. It's got double strike. So, options are Charter Course to get Haakon into the graveyard. I'm taking 4. Plus the Warren Instigator does hit me twice. Alternatively, I could play the Watery Grave, untap, play the Midnight Reaper, and just trade off the Warren Instigator. This is a bit awkward, but I think that might actually be better. It'll be, well, it's bad in the face of like a lightning bolt or something, but I don't think it's not like Charter Course and then next turn play Haakon is good against lightning bolts, so let's just play the Midnight Reaper. I suppose I could also, I could alter fate to get back to Foulmine Knight and play that, but it's not good against the Warren Instigator, so let's just play the Midnight Reaper, and if there's a removal, there's a removal. Goblin Bushwhacker. So that's not a removal, but it's a lot of damage. I think I'm best off just jumping so as to not take 4 from that Warren Instigator and not let it put 2 creatures into play. It's just not a good spot for me. My only real option is to just play the Olivia. I could Thought Scour or something to try and find a Black Line's Paragon, because that one gives itself Lightfling when it comes into play. But let's see. Well, I don't know. That is an unlikely turn of events, but I can actually find a Black Line's Paragon and have it trade with something. So I'm just going to play out the Olivia. It's not likely that this works either, but I don't think I've got any options that are likely to work. Okay, well that's not great for me, but at least it does probably mean I'm not dead this turn. I guess I'll eat the Bushwhacker, go down to 4, and I guess I'm not playing anything. So yeah, ooh, that doesn't actually allow me to cast anything. I've got plenty of red mana already, so I'm just dead because attack with everything. I can block the Goblin Power Driver. I'm still taking 4. Definitely want to be on the play. Well, there is a lot of fiddling around with drawing cards here, but it's got a Fatal Potion of mana, so definitely going to keep this. Thought Scour if it's not necessary, if there's no Goblin Guide turn 1. Legion Loyalist instead. Now I have to decide whether I want to push this. Yeah, I think it's probably worth it. Could be like the first strike in particular could be a real pain to deal with. Okay, I'm going to ransack the lab first of all. Or mounting that. I suppose Bloodstained Maya. I'll just get Bloodstained Maya. Maybe that was a mistake. Because now I don't have any mountains to search for the Bloodstained Maya. I've only got shocklands or just basic swamps. But I'll do want a red probably. And there's a Goblin Guide. Over Midnight on top. That can't block, so that's not super useful here. Let's scour my own thoughts. I'm going to Black Lines Paragon, okay. That works for me. So I can hopefully just flash this in, trade with the Goblin Guide and get 3 life, and then get it back with Order of Midnight. So I should search up another swamp. Chart of course, that's not a great draw in the face of the Blood Moon. I could also... Yeah, I'm going to ransack the lab first. If I can find the land, I can still just play the over. Perfect, an island. Let's... turn the Black Lance. And then pass the turn. Warren Instigator. That's pretty good against the Black Lance Paragon, obviously, because X1 against the double strike. Okay, nameless inversion. I think I'm trying to cast Charter Course. Fatal Push. Okay, I'm just going to ditch the... Well, Burning Vengeance is quite good against Goblins, obviously, if I can get it going, but I haven't got a Haakon yet. Yeah, if I ever get a Haakon, I've already got the nameless inversion, so that could probably serve well enough, so I'll just ditch the Burning Vengeance, after I just Fatal Push and invert the 2 Instigators. Goblin King. Okay, well, that gives everything Mountain Walk. At least it gives everything else Mountain Walk, so maybe the Black Lance Paragon can still trade off with the Goblin King. Let's see what Shorter Course gives me. Midnight Reaper and a Thalmire Knight. Yeah, it's just Desolate Lighthouse, it's just a mountain anyway. Let's not cast that, let's cast Thalmire Knight and Order of Midnight, I think. Goblin Ringleader. What were revealed? Nothing. Wow. That is very lucky for me. It does still have Mountain Walk though. And Haste. What Marshal. Okay. And the Goblin Pile Driver with Mountain Walk. So I probably need to find a way to remove this Goblin King this turn. Or I'm just dead. Just trying to decide whether it makes sense to cast the Black Lance Paragon here, save it for the lifelink. Well, I don't think having it as an attacker or a block is actually going to do anything. Let's just attack. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a Goblin Guide. That almost certainly means I'm dead. Two, 5, 7, 9, 12. Yeah, plus a billion. But I did get a land, so you know I've got that going for me. And I'm super dead. Right, we're into round 2 now. I'm on the draw. This is AJ Impey. I was able to spectate a little bit of his the end of his first round, so I know that he's playing what I look like mono white angels. I didn't see a huge amount of his deck. At any rate, Fatal Push is not certainly not enough to save this hand. Okay, well this could work. Let's just ditch a swamp. Okay, so that's a way to get Haakon into the graveyard. Now the question is whether to just play out the Foulmine Knights or save it to try and draw a card later. I think I'll just play it out. Well, maybe not. Against Mono White Angels, it's not likely to do too much as a ground blocker. It doesn't deal very much damage. Alright, I'll leave it. I'll use it to draw a card. Which probably means I should have played one of the fetch lands to search for a shock land. But oh well. Blind Obedience. So I think this mostly exists as a source of life gain for the life gain angels, where they are. Can't remember which ones, what the life synergy angels are, but alright, let's just chart a course and ditch Haakon. Yeah, that one. Well, this is a bit awkward. Let's just run out Haakon. Planes that puts a 1/1 counter. And Haakon gets pathed. It's not a huge surprise, really. Search up another basic land, and then thought to go on myself. Let's draw a card. Play out Foulmine Knight. I think I'm dead now because this is going to create a An angel token. I can't come back from this point. Nope. Alright. Let's ditch the course. I'll just thought scour at end of turn. I think I'm just going to flash in a Black Lance at the end of the turn, just as a 3-1 attacker. So it's going to be the Blind Obedience, no Bishop of Wings. Okay. Well, that makes the Black Lance Paragon plan a lot worse. Let's not bother with that, let's just Thought Scour again. And Olivia time. Goodbye, Olivia. What do we want to do here? Guess I'll just ransack the lab, see what I can find. Grab a land, Haakon will go to the graveyard. And I can cast him. Hopefully there's not another path to exile. It certainly looks like there is, yep. Let's profane insight. So it's 4 mana. Let's just play out the Foulmire Knight and then, I don't know, Black Lance Paragon at end of turn, or name this inversion if there's some good target for that. The Foulmire Knight should at least stop the Bishop of Wings from attacking. That might be a problem. Well, that's the. I think Charter Course has got to be the first action. So I can push the bishop at wings, so the Banesley Angel does have first strike. So I can't even attack into it with the Farmer Knight, so it's just. Okay, Raven's Crime. Strip all of the cards out of AJ's hand. I'm still losing to the Baneslayer, but at least then there weren't many cards in AJ's hand. So I'll ditch the Nameless Inversion. It doesn't seem very likely he's going to be able to kill anything. And let's just. Take everything out of his hand. I don't think there's any reason to fatal push the bishop now. I guess I might as well Profane Insight that. Doesn't change the how dead I am to the Baneslayer Angel. That doesn't really do anything. Just going to attack for 4 and then probably end of turn Desolate Lighthouse away the fatal push. And I think my only out at this point is to find a Haakon so I can double Nameless Inversion the Baneslayer Angel. Okay. Oh wow, and that triggers retroactively. Oh well, let's just see what I draw. Oop. There's Haakon, but it's way too late at this point. I mean, I can cast him, but I can't do anything with him, so I'm just unbelievably dead. Okay, on to round 3. I'm on the draw again against Dion Mag, and this seems like an acceptable hand. I can ditch a bit heavy on the charter courses, but I can ditch a Haakon. Just going to play out the Falmire Knight as well immediately, because I've just got so much I'm going to be able to spend my mana on that it's wrong. Falmire Knight. There's not much value in saving it. and I might want to attack with it, so I don't have to. After I've ditched a Haakon the other 2 charter courses, I might not want to discard anything. And a Gifted Aetherborn. Suppose I will just charter course, ditch a Haakon, and then pass the turn. I'll certainly be happy to trade the Farmire Knight for the Gifted Aetherborn. Oh, the Duke of Bog exiles my Haakon. I think I drew a second one. And there's a second Gifted Aetherborn. And no attack. It's not super surprising. I suppose I will charter course again. Haakon again, and just gonna search for swamp and play another Farmire Knight. Pass the turn. Sorin. I presume that'll tick up, yeah. Guess it's just attack Sorin with both my creatures. The Vampire trades, I can replay the Farmire Knight with Haakon. And Witch's Vengeance. It's going to do a number on my life total. So I get 2 there, and then 4 from the Gifted Aetherborns. I can just replay everything. There we go. I think I'm just going to skip playing the second Farmire Knight, because it would A, require me to shock myself, and B, would leave me pretty vulnerable to a second Witch's Vengeance, so I'd rather just hold up Fatal Push and or Thought Scour. Yep, there's another Witch's Vengeance. because it's worth tracking myself to kill one of these Aetherborns. So it's a 6 mana. So I guess I can Thought Scour, see if I get anything more relevant than a pair of Farmite Knights in my graveyard. Midnight Reaper, but I drew a Blacklands Paragon. I think I might go for the Paragon rather than the Farmite Knights, just because of the life gain and the life link. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wow. Okay. So I go down to 1. The Blacklight Paragon can stop me from just dying. Although at that point Sauron's going to be up to 6. It's going to be a problem. Alright, I'm going to Haakon again. What are the odds it dies again? So I farm my Knight and then I can hold the Blacklight Paragon. Oh, in fact, yeah, this was a horrible play. It destroys up to 3 target creatures. It doesn't just steal them. So I'm going to just take 2 damage, that's lose 2 life, and I'm just going to be dead. Yeah. Okay, this works. Let's go for a ransack the lab, see if I can find a Haakon. Yeah. Okay, I guess a Desolate Lighthouse is probably better than another Darkslick Shores. Hope there won't be a Majuka Bog immediately. Right? Maybe there'll be a Path to Exile though. Nope. Gatekeeper of Malakir. Okay, that's not so bad. And then Mortify. This is going to be another game where every single time I play Haakon, it just dies instantaneously. I don't think it's worth spending a fatal push on just a Gatekeeper of Malachite. Alright then. We should play out the Black Mountain Paragon to trade with the Gatekeeper and gain back 3 life though. Well, I haven't learned anything yet, so let's just keep doing the same thing over and over again. At least I'll be able to get some value out of it this time, even if it does die. My word, is it going to survive an entire turn? That is incredible. Should attack the Black Lance Paragon and play out the other one if it gets blocked. That works for me. Gain some more life back. And let's go for Olivia. Because I've got plenty of card advantage generation here, but Olivia allows me to apply more pressure. Sanctum Seeker, okay. Let's go ahead and attack with these two. And the Paragon. Get some more life and I guess I'll discard Midnight Reaper. Maybe I should have done all this pre-combat, so because they do get haste from Olivia's ability. The Witch's Vengeance will clear my entire board. But I can get it back. Oh, this is going to be painful though. I did not consider this. Sanctum Seeker is also a knight, so this does actually save me some life. Alright then. Play that. Play Olivia. And then just pass the turn, and if my creatures die again, at least I'll have a I'll have revolt to Fatal Push. Ditch the other Haakon. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should save the Haakon in hand in case of removal plus Jukabog. Oh yeah, it's just Burning Vengeance. Glad I finally get to cast Burning Vengeance. And then again, just hold up Fatal Push. What have we here? Treat the Angels for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can Olivia. Burn 1 Angel. And then just play out a pair of Black Knights Paragons. Ditch some of these Foulmire Knights from my hand. Give itself lifelink and Death Touch. And 2 to the face. And attack for 8. There's Paducah Bog to get rid of my graveyard, but that's not going to be quite enough. Also the Archangel gets Dion Mag back up to 7, but 7 has less than 10, 14 rather. I mean, it's also less than 10, but 14 was what I was attacking for. This seems a bit too risky. Okay, this works. Ditch the watery grave. Yeah, don't want to play out the farm. I suppose I'll just play the Fort Scour first. What do I get? Foul Mire Knight in the graveyard and a Court Hussar in the hand. I think I'm just gonna go for maximum value and just alter fate back a Foul Mire Knight. I think I'm gonna play out one of the Foul Mire Knights and the Order of Midnight. Foul Mire Knight can possibly, assuming it survives, is not a Witch's Vengeance, block the Arrogant Bloodlord. And even if it didn't have Death Touch, it would kill it. I'm just going to sacrifice the Order of Midnight. It's not very. It's a 2/2 flyer and it can't block. Sure, we'll trade that. So options are Court Hussar to look for a land, Foul Mire, Profane Insight to look for a land, Olivia, or I could just play out Foul Mire Knight and hold up Fatal Push. I think I'm gonna go for the Court Hussar. I would like to hit my 4th land here. Okay, yeah, sure. Didn't pay white, so it goes to the graveyard. Yeah, please Delta. Let's grab a swamp. Play out the Death Touch guy again. Just Lieutenant, okay, that's modify is a bit more annoying. So I'm taking 3 here. I'm going to play out Olivia and then hold up Fatal Push. Using the Gatekeeper will attack. Fatal Push the Lieutenant and try and eat the Gatekeeper. That all seemed to work out fine for me. Blood Baron. That might be a bit of an issue. Lifelink protection from white and black. I think my only option is to outrace it. Not ideal for me. Let's attack. Let's Thoughts go first and see what happens. Got a Burning Vengeance, well that can at least kill the Blood Baron, although I don't have a Haakon to actually do anything with it. I'm going to Retain Insight. Yeah, there we go, perfect. It's a bit painful. I can play out the Farmire Knight. Discard the Haakon. And then I can either Burning Vengeance next turn, or Haakon plus Blackline's Paragon or something. Just gain some life back. Yeah, this is not good for me. So I can get attacked for 6 down to 5. So I can go. No, there's no way to get a hasty creature that can Blackline's Paragon to gain some life. I think it's going to be a case of if Mag draws a piece of removal off the top, then I'm just going to die. Because I can put 2 creatures into play to be able to stop the Shambling Vent from. But the only 2 creatures I can put into play are Olivia or a Haakon and something. So if there's a piece of removal, I'm just going to die to the Haakon trigger anyway. So I'm just going to go Burning Vengeance, play the Olivia. I just need to fade this turn, and then I can start. I can kill the Blood Baron with the Burning Vengeance, and start getting some life back with Blackline's Paragons. Doesn't feel like I'm dead. Indeed I am not. Okay, so start here. Put in there. I'm not going to discard anything. Just going to play Blackline's Paragon to give the Olivia lifelink, and then hold up the fatal push. Suppose I am still just dead to a Witch's Vengeance here. Not dead to an Arrogant Bloodlord though, thankfully. Let's grab a Court Hussar. See if I can find anything good off the top. Yeah, I'd be happy with another Blackline's Paragon. I just want to get my life out of range of Haakon screwing me over. What I can do here is play off Farmine Knight, use the Olivia trigger to ditch the Paragon and then play it. Go for the face. Seems like a reasonable attack. We'll go up to 7 here. Witch's Vengeance here would do a bunch of damage but not kill me. So I'll take 2 from the Haakon and then Shambling Vent plus 8 the bottom is another 4. And that put me down to 1. Sacrifice Black Lance, I don't mind putting that back into my graveyard. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to make kind of arbitrary plays here. Cast the Order at midnight. 2 damage there. Discard a Charter Course. Let's give it haste. with Foulmire Knights. Possible that if I just fatal push the Aether Bond and then pointed all the Burning Vengeance damage at the face, then this would have been lethal. But is it still lethal? Oh well. With no blocking with the Shambling Event, it's definitely lethal. Alright, managed to escape that one with a win. Right, here we are back with the deck. That was a somewhat disappointing 1 and 2 finish. This is a deck which I like and I think has potential, but consistently does worse than I think it'll do. Well, I mean, you just watch me get fairly conclusively creamed by goblins and then angels, and only barely managed to pull out the victory against the vampires. Having gone back and edited the videos, I don't think I played super well. I think I probably lost. I think it was the second game of the goblins match when I didn't kill off the Goblin King, which gave everything Mountain Walk. Spent my removal spells on the double strike guys that put goblins into play, but I think that was fairly certain that was a mistake, since the Mountain Walk did end up killing me. I think possibly too often I just played out Haakon from my graveyard, even when it wasn't doing much for me, and then it would just die and deal me 2 damage. Still, I think there is some improvements that the deck could have, or really change. I think Burning Vengeance should probably be cut, which is, I don't want to do it because this is the latest in a long line of decks of me trying to get Burning Vengeance to work, which started way back when I first started playing Magic, around the when Innistrad was released. I was just playing casual Magic. I think it was in an event deck or something, Burning Vengeance. I've been trying to get it to work ever since, but I don't think it makes sense. I mean, the deck is already at its best when you've got Haakon going, so the addition of Burning Vengeance is too often going to be win more or do nothing. I mean, it was good against the pro black and white vampire, which I forgot the name of, in this event, but I think it probably should go. It made more sense when before Faithless Looting was banned in Modern. You just had more flashback and stuff to trigger it, independent of the Haakon stuff. Deck would benefit from Knight of the Ebon Legion, which is something I wanted to add, but it's just super expensive at the moment. Hopefully this is caused by its presence in Standard and not in Pioneer, so hopefully when it leaves Standard it'll drop significantly. But I think something that can make the deck, or more 1-drops that can make the deck more aggressive, and something other than Haakon, which the opponent might be inclined to use their paths to exile on. So I was thinking what I might do is, assuming Knight of the Ebon Legion enters my price range, Knight of the Ebon Legion and Smuggler's Copter, to just add more pressure and more things that demand removal. Black Lance Paragon was pretty great. It performed pretty well. Just gaining life and trading, and it's pretty reasonable when I haven't got a Haakon, and pretty incredible when I do have a Haakon. I mean, assuming that the opponent isn't just playing a bunch of angels that fly over and don't care about my ground creatures. Order of Midnight was not super great. I could see having like maybe 1 or 2, but definitely think 3 was too many. I mean, the creature side of it is pretty. It's just not good. It's not a very good creature. And you're looking at spending 4 mana to get the full value out of it, which is certainly not like impossible, but I don't think I want so many of them. And I'm still really not sure what combination of Thought Scour, Child's Call from Ransack the Lab, or whatever else I might want is correct. So next time I come back to this deck, I'll have to spend some more time thinking about that. Anyway, I think that is everything. Thank you very much for watching.